Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about A Real Pain, and this movie is directed by Jesse Eisenberg, and it also stars him. Came out in 2024, and I enjoyed the movie overall. I thought it was fine, perfectly acceptable, and I didn't really take away much from it. I really enjoyed the two main leads in the film. I thought that they were good, and I liked the character dynamics. I enjoyed what the movie was trying to go for. There were some good scenes in the movie as well. I could remember some parts in the movie, like the train scene was kind of funny, and there are some other moments sprinkled throughout the film that I do like, and there are parts that I found to be emotional that really worked for me as well. But it was mostly just watching those two main leads. Those were the best parts about the movie. There were some good jokes in the film. The humor worked for me at points. And I liked the characters on a surface level. I'll give the movie that much credit. And the film overall is harmless. It doesn't do anything offensively bad. It doesn't do anything outstanding. It's just mostly solid, decent. It's very familiar territory. But it's not like poorly handled, like I've said already. It's just decent. It's entertaining. It's what you would expect from a movie like this. If you've seen the trailer and you know the concept, then you pretty much know what's going to happen in the movie, because this is a film where not really much happens throughout. It's mostly just characters talking about things or going through things, and that's about it. Just watching these two main cousins just talk to each other and just tell them apart and how they interact with people. That, I feel, is the most that you get out of the movie. But in terms of issues that I had with the movie, some of the framing and editing was kind of off. There was a point where characters were supposed to be shaking hands, but the way it was edited and framed, I couldn't make out when they were shaking hands. It kind of just happened, and I had to think about it. It's like, oh, I can imagine them shaking hands, but I didn't really see it. And also, I didn't really feel a whole lot of emotions while watching this film outside of the humor. It was just like, okay, that happened, this happened, and I don't really care. I also felt as though the music was overused in this film. It just felt as though it could have been held back a little bit, so I could just take everything in, but instead they just spam the music too often for my liking, and I just wasn't really feeling it, unfortunately. The movie is also kind of repetitive. And after the first 30 minutes, until a certain point, once we get into a dinner scene at a restaurant, the film is just repeating ideas that we've already seen, either in this movie or in just other movies that we've seen that are better than this. And that's about all I have to say about A Real Pain, for the most part. There were good characters. I didn't hate any of the characters in particular. They felt like real people, for the most part, and I wasn't upset while watching this movie. I was just like, okay, this is happening, and I wasn't really all that invested for the most part. And it's a movie that's just fine and acceptable, and I'm glad that I watched it. It has some good performances in it, but that's about all I have to say about it. There isn't really much to even talk about, even to spoil the film. Even if you were to spoil everything in the movie, there isn't really a whole lot to say, I feel, because there isn't really much going on. So check this movie out. I would recommend it, but I don't think it's something I'll ever rewatch anytime soon. And if I do, it'll be in like 20 years, just because I'm curious about it. So check this movie out. It's decent, and I don't really have much to say about it. And with all that being said, I'm going to give A Real Pain a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of A Real Pain, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Piano Teacher. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching, and have a great day.